Hey guys, Chris Velasco with Engadget here. The crowd is thinned out pretty considerably here at the Steve Jobs Theater at Apple's new campus in Cupertino, California. So I thought, I'm almost done, but let's take a quick look at the new Apple Watch. So this is it. This is the Apple Watch Series 3. And I know what you're thinking, Velasco, that's just the Series 2. You're a jerk. What are you doing? I beg to differ. This actually is the Series 3, as you can tell by the fact that it does have that little red dot smack in the middle of the digital crown. But you'd really be hard-pressed to tell otherwise, because look at this thing. In terms of dimensions, it's a fraction of an inch thicker than the existing Apple Watch Series 2. Apple likes to say it's about 2 sheets of paper thicker than the original model, and it's really all in this glass bit. So it's all in that part that was always pressed up against your skin, so you probably weren't going to notice it all that much anyway. I should also point out this is the Series 3 with one of Apple's new sport bands. It's hard to kind of explain what this feels like. It's kind of like wearing a sock, a tiny like runner's sock around your wrist. It's actually very cool. This is made of nylon, and I don't know if I can get in pretty tight there. I don't know if you can see, there's sort of a material that looks almost like the soft side of Velcro on the outside of this band. And what that does is it adds a little extra space between your sweaty wrist and this watch band to hopefully let it breathe a little better, so you're not as uncomfortable. I should also point out, this is a very, very light device, or very light wristband, and I hate this color. I hate it so much, but it is very comfortable. New to the Apple Watch Series 3, obviously, is cellular capability. This does have an LTE radio inside. It's a first for Apple, and their implementation is actually very, very interesting. The screen itself, the screen you're looking at right now, is the LTE antenna. And thanks to the included S3 chip, the watch does run noticeably faster than the Series 2 did. If you have a Series 1 currently, just forget about it. Like, forget the 2. Like, this is obviously where you're going to want to go. But swiping over, this is the new Explore watch face. And what's really noticeable about it is, take a look. You've got those red watch hands. That signifies that, again, yeah, you're working with the Series 3. But check out those dots back there. That's your coverage indicator. So what really hasn't been talked about too much in the sort of live watch coverage we've seen so far is the fact that this has to be attached to your cellular plan. So if you're an AT&T customer, you have to go to AT&T and say, hey, I have an Apple Watch Series 3, let me get a data plan for it and work with it that way. This will work with your iPhone. Obviously, it will share the same phone number as your iPhone, but you do have to sort of interface with your carrier. Kevin says, put the watch on your arms. Man, I would love to, but there's no way I can put it on myself and then continue to use it while holding this camera here. So thank you. Satish says, try calling on it. Let's actually give that a shot. So you can see the little the phone complication up there in the top left corner. Give that a tap. That brings up, obviously, access to your favorite contact as defined on your phone. These are obviously all fake people, but I wonder, let's try it. Let's try. I'm gonna dial myself off screen and see what happens. So you can't have my phone number, but
fair enough.
Cool. I'm told I just have a couple seconds left here, but all right. I think this is blocking my phone number, and it is saying something. Okay, so basically what's happening, I just tried to call my phone number. Please, for the love of God, do not try and figure out what my phone number is, but the call did not connect because the Apple Watch is not provisioned. So obviously that was going to be the case, but there you go. I should also point out that this does have, again, the S3 chipset, so as someone asked, it does run noticeably faster than the Series 2, but what's really great about the Apple Watch Series 3, according to Apple, is that you're not going to see any kind of impact on battery life. So it's rated to go about 18 hours if you're swapping between LTE, Bluetooth, connectivity. So in mixed use, yeah, it should be basically what you're used to on the Apple Watch Series 2. There is a speaker on the watch, and actually, thanks to the extra horsepower that you'll find on that S3, you can actually hear Siri talk to you. It will reply to you. So yeah, this has been a really quick look of the Apple Watch Series 3. If you've been holding off on an upgrade from a Series 1, or if you don't have an Apple Watch at all yet, this is the one you're going to want to jump into. It's a very impressive little thing. It is a little overdue because I don't need to tell you that a ton of Android smartwatches have already come with LTE on board. but it's nice to see Apple sort of joining the fray and actually building a pretty beautiful smartwatch to go with it. So thank you for watching. Final question, is the speaker audible with the noise? Yeah, it was. I could hear it. Considering the din here, that's pretty impressive. So thank you for watching, and stay tuned for a whole lot more from Engadget.
Got to wrap it now. Sorry,
Got it.
we're closing.
Nope.
Sorry.
Nope.